she's coming. She's going to talk about Bitcoin. Like,
Yeah, you're kind of like the weirdo, like I'm the weirdo coming in. There's that guy again. He's coming to talk about Bitcoin.
Mine is worse, guys. Mine is worse. You know why? Because now I know how to catch them. Because when you want to talk about Bitcoin, they kind of make you feel like, oh, it's the same gist. But no, I've made it very interesting. Uh, that format whereby you ask them about their earnings, their money, their life, how is the economy treating them, and then they explain to you. Obviously, it will never be nice. You will never hear somebody say, even if they want to be good, they want to be positive, they want to declare their everyday affirmation. I want to say, oh, I'm bold, I'm beautiful, I'm happy, I'm courageous, I'm going to be successful. But you cannot deny your current economic situation. Is there inflation? Yes. High prices affecting you? Yes. But you're bold and beautiful? Yes. Do you think you can earn more, but you're earning less right now? Yes. Okay. Sign up to Bot Make Cash. Let me give you some stats. Then you see how it works. That's the easiest way to orange pill anybody. Ask them about their situation first, and then you check.
You know what's crazy, Ola? What you just said is, and I heard someone say this before, and it's very, very true. Is unbeknownst to us, or whether we like it or not, Bitcoiners are some of the greatest salesmen ever, salesmen and saleswomen. And we don't mean to be that, but because we're so passionate about the idea of Bitcoin and what I mean, that's not an idea. The about Bitcoin, we become natural salesmen and women of Bitcoin. I mean, and no one would would say that they're a salesman or a saleswoman. I mean, I hate being a salesman. I remember when I was selling vacuums. I did it for a year and I hated it. I learned a lot about it, but when I heard someone say that we're all salesmen, I started thinking to myself, I was like, man, that's really true. But we're not. We're really not trying to sell anything to anybody per se. We're just trying to educate people on what Bitcoin is, and for some people that might come off as being a salesman, like the way you put it, Olu, on your quick bulleted items on questions to certain people, to the point where the final deal is when they say yes to all of that, then you say, well, here's bought me cash, boom, boom, boom. I mean, you could do that as well with Bitcoin, and if you were to meld those questions to suit the individual. Like kind of like if you guys remember Oaken the other night, he basically went through all the questions of a farmer. He asked them. He asked the questions of a farmer such that would get them enticed to start looking into Bitcoin, and then he just finally pulled the last question that got them to want to learn more about it. And so we are like naturally salesmen of Bitcoin. It's kind of interesting, but that's our passion, so kind of comes naturally.
what you say is so true, Jeremy. I while I was in school, so when I went to university, my number one goal was to not acquire student debt. Like I was driven, I negotiated with my parents. They'd pay one third, like my mom one third, my dad one third, and I had to like just work and save to cover my tuition. And I worked in like I did telemarketing, I worked in a clothing store, and I had to sell clothes to people. And even though I had a very clear goal and I was determined to save money, I just could not sell these clothes because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't lie to this woman and tell her that she actually looks good in this outfit when she doesn't. Whereas with Bitcoin, I guess because I'm so passionate about it and I understand the real world benefits that the soundest money called Bitcoin brings, it just comes up naturally. Like I I I think about my family, my daughter, my well-being, and Bitcoin. Like that is my focus. And so when I speak to people about it, it does come across as a sales pitch. But I guess selling is ultimately, for those of us who aren't like trained sales professionals, selling is ultimately just sharing your passion with people and looking at some of the the common problems that we face and saying, look, here's a solution that can actually help you beat inflation in the long run, that can help you get over a high time preference mindset where you think that you have to buy the latest and greatest, or you don't think about your nutrition, or like I guess selling is really just passion.